vampire stream. We gotta get right. Got to get the beanie right on the van. Damn, it's hard because this is all this shit is like inverted. The vampire stream. The vampire stream. Gather round for a late night session of the vampire stream. Smash the like button if you dare on the vampire stream. YouTube tripping again. Story of my life. The vampire stream. Listen, I'm about to sleep for like 1 minute. Y'all smash the like button. Conversate with yourself. I'm about to just sleep. This shit, my job is too easy. So I'm gonna sleep a little bit. You know, I like to do a little feng shui, a little meditate before I get into my sessions. You know, so I'm just gonna sleep just a little bit. You know, this ain't what you used to. You know, I'm not here to talk that dumb shit y'all be talking about. So y'all get situated. I'm just gonna sleep for like a minute on the vampire stream. The vampire stream. I like to meditate a little bit, you know, take a quick power nap. We working. What's up with everybody? I don't smoke. I was meditating. I like to gather my thoughts. You know, that pure Zen state. This is why I'm so sharp. Jesse Rincon, what's up? What's Gucci? I'm so frustrated. Shout out to Eddie Martin. I was just now reading some of these comments. He said this fool really took a nap. Yeah, I keep it a buck. I told you what I was gonna do. I was like meditate. I wasn't really sleep. Meditate. Everybody should meditate. You know, not like, I'm not talking about like go to no temple necessarily, but just life moves, you know, in the New York minute, things always moving fast. Close your eyes, take some deep breath, oxygenate your body. You know, breathe. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you gotta, breathe. Now let's talk about it. Oh, hold on, let me change the title. I meant to add something. Listen, this is another reason I had to meditate, you know, so I could be sharp for in case anybody wants to do a hot seat. Some of you motherfuckers is hating galore. No, that's actually dope. Someone said, "Is it weird that I meditate in the shower?" No, I do that too. You know what I'm saying? It's the perfect time. Like the water feels good. You just think. Listen, some of y'all motherfuckers is hating like galore. It's crazy the way y'all hating people. Okay, so PBC, in case you guys live under a rock, you know, maybe had a busy day at work or kids or something. Fox has done a deal with Premier Boxing Champs. I think it's like 4 years, and this is the first time with this new contract that they're working together. So on Fox and its affiliates, Fox Deportes, Fox FS1, you know, the different channels that Fox has, they're going to put some boxing on, which is basically basic cable or, you know, premium free TV, you know. And this partnership, we knew about this for a month or so, a couple months, whatever. And they just did a meetup with all these fighters, flew the fighters from wherever they live so they could be out here, do a couple photo ops, and announce the fights. You know, me personally, I'm a big fan of how that aspect is set up, because they took that. Danny Garcia was one of the fights. He's fighting Adrian Granados, coming off of a loss. It's not a bad fight. You know, I actually like the fight. Granados has never been stopped, to my knowledge. He's given Sean Porter a tough fight, and he's also given Broner, Felix Diaz, all these guys. He beat Amir Imam, you know. So he's from Chicago. He's built for it tough. He couldn't be at the press conference because I guess he's sick. But that's a good fight for Danny coming off a loss. He's no champion. He had no like obligation to like fight a mandatory or fight Errol Spence right away. And see, the thing is, some of you guys aren't fucking realistic. Danny Garcia would want. He just took in 2 years. He took 2 losses. He should want to take. This is not even really a tune-up fight. Like, you know, Granados, that would be underestimating the type of fight he brings. So this is a solid fight. You know, if let's say Danny Garcia, let's say Errol Spence wasn't fighting Mikey Garcia. You know, he already took in 2017 and 18. He took a loss. You know, that'll just be setting him up for failure, because it would be kind of like a must-win situation when you take too many losses in a short space of time. You get what I'm saying? Like Robert Guerrero and people like that. You know, people don't take in boxing. They don't take too kindly to that. So this, to me, this is exactly what Danny Garcia needs. Just like the Brandon Rios fight, you know, and then he fought Sean Porter. So fight a difficult guy who's not really easy to look good against. Danny being a counter puncher, and Granados being a kind of a volume guy, could box, bang, you know, different stuff. And I don't think they like each other for whatever reason, because Granados did a video and he said, "You've been talking shit about me for a while," or something. So I don't know what that's about. But you know, news travels. Anyway, the point being, that fight's not till April. Y'all gotta smash the like button. This YouTube algorithm, whatever the fuck they're doing, has been tripping. So help the channel out. Anytime I drop a video, if you guys click on it, leave your comments, smash the like button, because we got to help the machine learning learn, you know, and because there's a lot of people who aren't getting notifications. The videos aren't showing up on their homepage. I have to show you guys how to look up videos from just your subscribers, because YouTube is, you know, doing their own thing. But anyway, the Danny Garcia Granados fight is not till April. And here in no fucking November, before Thanksgiving, we know who the fuck Danny Garcia is fighting in April. I'm a big fan of that. You know, we know that Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia are fighting in mid-March. That's my birthday month. Shout out to the Aries and Pisces. I'm an Aries. Stubborn motherfucker. Will ram your ass. Pause. You know, and I'm a big fan of that, because let's say this is my full-time job, you know, we work hard, but there was a time in life where I couldn't do YouTube full-time, you know, so I had to work a clock 9 to 5, and I never had a 9 to 5 schedule, you know, like banker's hours or whatever. But anyway, if you, let's say you want to go to that fight, you're gonna have to be able to request the time off, because what if something else, a concert or something, Beyonce and Jay or something comes up and a lot of people request that day off? you could request this shit off now. Like, damn, I'm going to Texas for that one. You know, so people who have jobs, that's convenient. You know, you can get a the way that I travel so much with the boxing shit is like a lot of times I wing it because I got so much to do. So I don't, but that on top of that, they don't give you your credentials until the week before the fight, you know, but more so because my life is like, I'm always on the move, you know, and I got to sharpen up and get some things organized. But bottom line is when I wait and get the hotels and the flights closer to the actual date I need to leave, the prices are always higher. So that's another perk for knowing in advance who the fuck is fighting. If you know you're going to go out to Texas, you might want to get a jump on tickets right now. Or if you know you're going to Danny Garcia, I don't think they announced the venue for that, but you know, when they do, also if you need to save, you know, a lot of people have other expenses outside of boxing. So it gives them the opportunity to save. So I like that. I like how Showtime did it and Fox did it. They laid it out. Speaking of Showtime, let me clear this up real quick. Smash the like button. We working. Shout out to Brooklyn, New York, in here with Ego. Shout out to the BK, man. All the 5 boroughs. I fuck with y'all heavy. You know what I'm saying? That's that. Check out the vibes. That's what we on. Y'all already know the vibes. But speaking of Showtime, a lot of people keep asking me this. They keep asking me, so I'm gonna give you my best answer in one. You know, I like to address people. I can't address every single comment, you know, but a lot of people keep saying, what happened to Showtime? What happened to Showtime? Showtime is still in the picture. Like, you guys got to subscribe. Like, you know, I don't know who does what other than me, but I went over all this stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, on my channel. So if you hit the subscribe button, you'll be in the loop because, you know, I put out a good workflow, and I usually cover all the major stuff that's going on. But anyway, for some reason, people don't understand what's going on. Showtime and Premier Boxing Champs and Al Heyman, they still have a relationship with Showtime. In fact, they had a 3 or 4 year deal, just like Fox. Fox is some new shit and new deal. Showtime shit is still happening. You know, people keep saying like, oh, what happened to Showtime? What happened to Showtime? Showtime's still in the picture. This is what makes Al Heyman even more powerful. This motherfucker just released all these fights, right? All these fights. And this is only one network of the fights. You know, like most of these other promoters, like let's say Top Rank, all of his fights are on ESPN. So he's not like doing like, oh, these are my ESPN fights, and then this is going to be my CNN fight. You get what I'm saying? Al Heyman just dropped all these fights, and motherfuckers, the hating motherfuckers trying to act unimpressed, which we're going to get to that in this stream. And we don't even know who his Showtime fights are. Al Heyman is a cold-ass businessman. You know, a lot of people going to like try to lead you astray and be like, oh, listen. A lot of people don't like to see minorities do things. A lot of people don't like to see a black man in power and in charge. It is what it is. You know, eat a dick. Straight up. You know what I mean? I keep it a buck, you know. And that's the cool thing about my channel. I can say whatever the fuck I want. And it is what it is. And, you know, people, oh, stop playing the race card. Get the fuck off the channel. How about that? Play that card. So, at the end of the day, Al Heyman is, you know, really a astute businessman because he's not saying nothing. He's just dropping these little landmines and like Hiroshima bombs and shit. Just, pff. No, you eat a dick. Hey, get Rooster G the fuck up out of here. Do we have it? Hold on, I'll get him. Rooster G, you are a rooster. Anyway, sorry, I had to take out the trash. It ain't even Thursday. Anyway, the thing is, the bottom line is, oh wow, the guy's back with my dad on his profile picture. Like, okay. These dudes is obsessed with me. But anyway, you see how they obsessed? That's how you know who's popping. Who does this? That's how you know who's popping. Don't ever let it get to people. You always hear shit about me and oh, ego, this channel fucking blow. But nobody else is more cloned than me and using pictures of my dad and what? But Al Heyman, he just be dropping a bomb on people. You know, he's just dropping a bomb. This is big news, and we don't even know all the Showtime fights. We truly don't. Broner versus Pacquiao, I believe, is Showtime pay-per-view. So that's one. They didn't say anything about Gervonta Tank Davis versus Abner Mares. I don't know if that's going to be on Broner Pacquiao card or if it's going to be on a separate card or its own card. But that's possibly a second fight, you know. But that might be, in my opinion, that'd be awesome if they put Broner Pacquiao on pay-per-view and Gervonta Tank Davis and Abner Mares on the undercard, co-feature or some shit. That would be sweet for boxing fans. And, you know, Al Heyman just dropping a bomb and just keep it pushing. This is just his Fox deal. So to all the people asking me the question about, oh, what happened to the Showtime? Showtime's still in the picture. That's what makes his drop even more powerful, because we only know the Fox first 6 months type of shit. First 5 months, we don't even know what he's planning on putting on Showtime. Like Clarissa Shields, she was supposed to fight Christina Hammer, but Hammer got sick or injured or some shit. So that'll probably go back on Showtime. You know? Broner Pacquiao probably on Showtime pay-per-view. You know? So now let's talk about the haters. We gotta talk about, we gotta smash the like button, but we gotta talk about the haters too. I just see the hate, man. We're gonna talk about Mikey Garcia after this. Mikey Garcia versus Spence. I got something in my throat. Excuse me. But anyway, yeah, people trying to act like, oh, they're not impressed. You like, see, this is the crazy thing. I've been doing this for a minute. These dudes sound crazy hating on this, because Al Heyman, for the last few years, his brand, his imprint has held down the sport with a large quantity of fights, right? It's not like DAZN or something that is vastly unproven in the world of boxing. Tell me 3 top fights on DAZN, right? You know, like instant classic type of fights or anything close to that. You know, tell me six months of fights that you have from DAZN. You won't be able to do that. You get what I'm saying? So people, again, I'm telling you, this YouTube thing is crazy. Even the people who hate on me, they want to be like me. Like, is that, like, the channel is that influential, because I see that they try to make casual points, but they try to make up their casual points and make it sound like the stuff I say for new media. It's crazy. You know, DAZN, you can't compare DAZN to PBC for the simple fact that DAZN is new. So when I'm critiquing DAZN, it's because it's something brand new and I don't know. And then you have one of the main promoters on DAZN, like Eddie Hearns, who keeps saying that Showtime's going out of business and this. That's why people are looking at DAZN under a microscope, you know, because the Perform group, they haven't done anything. All they did is front the money, got the designers and engineers to build the platform, you know, signed Canelo, and did a deal with Matchroom. They haven't done anything wrong. But you have Eddie Hearns who keeps saying, oh, this fighter wants to fight my guy. This guy wants to fight guys that aren't even his, like Canelo. They got to sign to DAZN. Oh, Showtime Boxing, they're going out of business like HBO. So you have those things. So when I'm talking about what I see, it's based on the whole spectrum. PBC has been out since 2015. So we've at least had some time in 200, 300 fights to know what it's like. You know, that's why these dudes can never be new media, because one, they're not media at all. You know, they're just motherfucker on YouTube. And then two, on top of that, the points aren't even logical. It's not even the same. So DAZN, my thing is this: it could be great, you know, but I gotta see what the value is like that over time. I just gotta see, because right now $9.99. I don't see the thing with PBC. You know what the fights are up until April. You know what Fox what to expect. So, and that's on free TV. So you're not paying $9.99. So if you don't want to watch the Charlo shit and you have basic cable, you're not going to cancel your basic cable. But with DAZN, if you're like, all right, what's the DAZN schedule? Because Tony Bellew Usyk was a good fight that already happened. Andrade was supposed to fight Saunders, that got canceled, and that already happened. What's next? Okay, Gerald Big Baby Miller and Dinu, Brandon Rios and Canelo's brother at a catchweight. Rios is coming off a loss. You know, on that same card, Luis Cuba Arias coming off a loss, hasn't fought in a year. Gabe Rosado hasn't fought in a year. And then Canelo versus Fielding. You know, so we don't know beyond that. Oh, and Derek Chisora, Dillian White too. So those are the fights that I know about on DAZN. And whatever the World Boxing Super Series has. Right? So, but this, the game changer is this. That's $9.99 for those fights. So if it's a value to you, purchase it, get it, great. What Al Heyman is doing is there are some pay-per-views like there always have been, but there's also Fox. You know, he did the deal with Fox. So now he's putting guys like Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia on network TV again. And he got premium, and he got, you know, pay-per-view. So they got all bases kind of covered with that. Like Top Rank. Name a Top Rank fight for April. Matchroom. Who's Joshua fighting in April? Well, see, that's what I'm saying. No promoters really does it. Like, is doing that. Is foreshadowing and scheduling their bouts like that. Right? Who's Joshua fighting in April for certain? Is it Dillian White? Is it Gerald Miller? Is it Wilder? Is it Tyson Fury? We don't know. We know who the fuck Danny Garcia is fighting before Thanksgiving. We know who Keith Thurman, when he's returning finally before Thanksgiving. We know that Errol Spence is getting his first pay-per-view with Mikey Garcia before Thanksgiving. And motherfuckers is really trying to hate on that. And a good portion, besides Spence and Garcia, of that package of today's announcement on Fox and its affiliates, FS1, free TV, and people are like, I'm not blown away by that. Man, these dudes, there's a lot of them. Some of the people are in media, some of the people are just fans, but there's a lot of fake shit in boxing. How are you angry with that? Let's say you hate the Charlos card, don't watch it. It's not like you had to go out of your way. It's not like you getting charged like a substantial amount for Fox particularly. Fox with basic cable, they just give you a whole bunch of channels. You know, the more premium channels like HBO and Showtime, that's an additional $13-15 a month or whatever. You could watch Keith Thurman. You like, you know, you could be at the gym and say, hey, can you guys turn on channel 40? And they could put it on. I can't go to the gym, my gym at least, in shape, and say put some DAZN on. You know, because they would have to have a Roku or a smart TV. So the DAZN thing is still unproven. Like, there's elements where parts of it could work. But streaming, they keep saying streaming is the future. But is it the present? Is it here right now? Like, where you're a streaming-based only app. That's cool for the motherfuckers that want to watch it at home and who have tablets. I got shit. I could watch it. But if I go to the gym, I can't watch it. If I go to a bar, I can't watch it unless there was like a bar with, you know, smart TV or some shit. And see, some of you guys don't understand that somebody like that puts the DAZN on. I'm being real. You can't go to your local. You go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah, put that DAZN on, motherfucker. They're not paying $9.99 for that. You know what I mean? Monthly, because you requested it. Hell no. They be like, you got we'll add $9.99 to your bill with them lemon peppers, you know? So, I don't know. DAZN is still unproven to me because it could be in the future. I think things are going towards the way of streaming. We see that. But that doesn't mean everything's ready here. Like, I just got the new iPad, right? it has a USB-C cable. That's the future. See, I know electronics. I know tech. I got the new iPad, right? You know, it has a USB-C port. Some of y'all don't even know what a fucking USB-C is. But it's not like, you know how this is a USB-C. That's a USB-C. It's not a lightning port. It's not a lightning port. It's faster, charge it faster, all that shit. So that's the future. My MacBook Pro has a USB-C also. So that's the future. That's what they're going to. So Apple is getting us future proof with putting it on their devices. A lot of Androids are doing it too now. But everything hasn't converted over to USB-C yet. You know, lightning cables, I still got them and they're still relevant, and they, you know, you still need them right now because not every fucking device is USB-C compatible. I had to get an adapter and shit, you know. I don't want to get too much too techie, you know. But so that's kind of how I feel with DAZN. DAZN's kind of like a thing like USB-C. Yeah, I think everything's going that way, but is it there right now? We don't know. And I think the popularity of it is going to be not dependent on two fighters being on it, but the matchups that are on it frequently. Why pay YouTube 30% of your tips if you know tech? What are you talking about, bro? You talking about channel members? See, only broke motherfuckers worry about what other people are doing with their money. Like, why would you care? Why do you care what me and YouTube's arrangement is? You know, YouTube is a platform. They have certain features. So what, you want me to build my own super chat? Bro, you just sound crazy right now. So since I know tech, I'm supposed to engineer and build my own super chat system to cut YouTube out? Hey, bro, you sound real ridiculous right now. I'm not the fucking Rocketeer. I said I know tech, but you doing too much. You said, yeah, super chat, YouTube takes too much out. So you want me to pirate my own super chat? Man, get these dudes be. See, only broke motherfuckers worry so much about what the next man have. Like, that's weird. I don't care about stuff. Like, I don't care about other, like, OPP, other people's property. How much Errol Spence shoes cost? How much Errol, look at them shoes. He got diamonds glistening on them fucking shoes. How much you pay for them shoes, Errol? Like, why you care? You can't afford them. Man, these pocket watches. That man want me to make my own super chat system, bro. What? Whatever. Anyway, Al Heyman, he's being Al. He dropped the Fox thing. But motherfuckers have the audacity to hate on it. That's the crazy thing. And see, this is the crazy thing about it. These dudes be making it sound like it's real personal for them. They make it sound like it's real personal. Yet they watch all of these events. Some of them even go to the event. Why do you go to Al Heyman fights? Why would you even apply for a credential if it ain't all that? Why would you go? Why you talk about it on your channel? Don't do no PBC videos. How about that? You know, I'll do them all. Fuck it. I'll do DAZN videos, PBC. I'm about my bread. Top Rank. I'll do all that. Telemundo. I'll do all the fucking videos. I don't care who. I'm about that bread, that almighty dollar. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even care about money like that. But, you know, I'm not. I know money is necessary to get to the next level. You know, but these dudes, they want to complain and act like they're going. The same thing with like Adrian Broner versus Pacquiao. Oh, how this pay-per-view. You know you're gonna watch it. Somehow, somewhere you're gonna watch it. Stop it. And, you know, and these dudes be so fucking fake. It's so crazy. Just beta mail shit. Like, don't watch the press conference. So when me and my crew, me and Ego's army and the VIP army, when we talking about the press conference and what Broner said or did and how Pacquiao reacted, I went to think, I will slap Adrian Broner, you know, when we talking about it, then you shouldn't be part of the conversation. But, you know, they be all up in the video acting like you know, putting theirs, oh, Broner's such a fool. I thought you don't like Broner. Why are you even watching his shit then? This is the same shit they do on my channel. Oh, ego. But they get information from me. They come and check to see what the fuck I'm doing every day. Like, stop it, bro. You dumb motherfucking shit talking crackhead. Your channel's a deadbeat. Hold on, let me read this. Your channel's a deadbeat channel. Take your glasses off. PMSL, face your public. Yeah, my channel's a deadbeat channel, but you decided to come here. And you're a bum. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. The numbers is always there, so we know you lying. You know? Period. I'm your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. Scram. Ricky Wallace, we gonna do you like Ricky and Boys of the Hood and blow your back out. Pause. Ricky! Everybody type. I just clapped him. I clapped him like dude from the red Hyundai. Everybody just say, Ricky! We had a Cuba Gooding. Yo, let me out. We had to hit him. We had to hit him. The motherfuckers want to hate so bad. How do you just have hate in your blood? I never understood that. Like, you just, this motherfucker ego. I fucking hate ego. Like, I never did. I never understood that. Like, how do you, I don't even know you, bro. How you dislike me so bad? And like, this how I know they don't believe that. How you dislike someone so much, but you can't stay away? That's like, oh, that's like, I know my ex, man, she got so much body. I love you, Steph. Oh, I'm sorry. I had flashbacks. But anyway, my ex, she developed allergic. I know y'all gonna make jokes and stuff. She developed an allergy to nuts, not like scrotum, like nuts, like peanuts and cashews and all that shit, right? She said she used to love like Reese's peanut butter cup and all that. But then, you know, as you get older, sometimes you develop allergies to whatever shellfish. So guess what? If we went to the movies, sometimes I would forget, you know. I wasn't trying to kill her or nothing. You know, we go to the movies or whatever. Oh, you want some Reese's? You know I can't eat that, right? Because she's allergic to nuts. So guess what she did, knowing she's allergic to nuts? It's not that she doesn't even like it, but she can't like it. She stayed the fuck away from some nuts. End of story. So if you hate the movement, you hate Boxingego, you hate what we're doing, you hate the Black Channel, why do Black, you know, why the fuck do you guys keep coming back? I don't understand it. Simple analogy. My ex was allergic to nuts. She stayed the fuck away from nuts. It's that simple. You're allergic to my channel. I'm casual, whatever the fuck you think about me, but you keep coming back with different aliases. That takes time out of your day. Makes no sense. But anyway, Al Heyman, this is what he do. I congratulate anything self-made. I already have Streamlabs, bro. This is all brought to you by that. You way behind. You like Marty McFly. You back in time. I'm way ahead of you. But thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you. But anyway, yeah, it's just ironic. The Lakers beat the Supersonics. But it's ironic that people are like trying to act if somehow, some way, I'm not impressed with these fights. Oh, really? But then they support like Eddie Hearn, which is cool. You support Eddie Hearn. But what the fuck was Joshua Povetkin card? Like, what was that undercard? So you're not blown away by these fights, but you love Eddie Hearn, and a lot of his undercards aren't even fucking with none of these cards. So what are we talking about, though? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, see, my thing is this. Boxing would be a beautiful place if everyone just kept it real. But people don't want to do that, right? They want to think of all this bullshit and throw out different things. Be like, oh, none of these fights, I don't care. Okay, don't watch them then. Shit, I don't know what to tell you. Because on this channel, I'm going to be watching them along with every other fight like I always do. And coming back to y'all with the hottest. And I'm going to go to a lot of these fights too. You know, truth be told. I don't have anything against any promoter or any imprint. I've been to all their events, to be honest. That's what I'm saying. These dudes be like, I'm not blown away by this. It's like, it reminds me of Dave Chappelle, the haters ball. Hate. It's like, they just want to hate. Like when the opposing side makes a power move, they find any and every way. I mean, Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence is good, but it's pay-per-view. Who has money? Like, you broke. You need some money. You need some money for pay-per-view. You know, you can mow some lawns or something. You want to mow some lawns? Say something. You want to mow some lawns so you can get some pay-per-view money? Like, this dude's just trying to find anything wrong with it. It's like, it's crazy. And then, like, the difference between new media and old media is the shit they complained about. I'm not impressed by your performance. I don't give a fuck. Who are you? MX Boxing? Hey, shooters, get rid of MX Boxing, man. I don't have time. The train is not slowing down for these bums. He said, I'm not impressed by your performance. What does that even mean? Hey, shooters, get to clapping. I don't have it in me right now. MX Boxing can go. But anyway, they're like, oh, this is nothing. You know, okay, so who's your favorite promoter? What events do you like? You know, let's break it down. Anthony Willis said, bye. Oh, I love Ego's Army. Yeah, that Creed 2 playlist looked kind of nice. I seen Kendrick Lamar and Pharrell and hella people on it. I'm going to check that. That's good. The first one was good with Future. He's like, I got baby numbers. Yeah. Yeah, Future was, they had some dope songs on the first soundtrack. But anyway, it's like, let's spread the love, people. Okay, so Fox is only a portion of, this is only like the first, how are you, okay, these dudes are saying, I'm not impressed. This is 3-4 months of fights laid out for you, and you're not impressed. 4 or 5, let's say 4 to 6 months of fights laid out for you, and you're not impressed. Okay, so what promoter do you like? Let's play the game. So who's your favorite promoter? Who's putting on the best fights? Who just did what Al Heyman did? You know? Like, it just laid out 5-6 months worth of fights. Here you go. This many. With quality matchups. It's not like he just laid out some bullshit. Like, a lot of these are solid fights. You know, let me get to the money. Let me stop. Hold on. I got to get to this money. Jesse Wyatt, $5 super chat. Shmoney gang. He said, tell him to go $5 towards his pay-per-view bill since he's complained. Hashtag Dallas stand up. Hashtag man down. See, I fuck with Texas because Texas like the Bay. Like, y'all trifling like the Bay. I like that. Y'all got a certain attitude. Y'all super low key, but y'all know how to, you know, put salt in the wound. I like that type of shit. I do not want to see Mikey versus Spence is whack. Your name is Fire Fist. That sounds pornographic. That sounds really weird. So I don't think we care what your name is Fire Fist, bro. Nobody cares what you want. Fire Fist? What, you a superhero or something? Rest in peace to Stan Lee. Your name is Fire Fist, and you think we give a shit what you want? Who are you? Who sent you? Dudes rather just complain about what they don't want to watch rather than, they be lying, man. It is what it is. Your name is Boxing Ego, my nigga. The fuck type of name is that? My name got bread. What are you talking about? This name got me bread. There's no way. I know for a fact Fire Fist Dre did not get you. Nah, y'all shouldn't have blocked him right there. I was about to ether him. You motherfucker talking about a name that is a brand that got me bread. Your name is Boxing Ego. Yeah, I got bread under the imprint, under the name Boxing Ego. How much money you made being called Fire Fist Dre? What you talking about, bro? Who ever heard of Fire Fist Dre? Raise your hand. Motherfuckers, hey, look at your name. Oh, what? My name's a brand. There ain't no Fire Fist Dre brand of shit. You see those new sneakers by Fire Fist Dre? Like, get the fuck out of here. Listen, y'all can't play the dozen with me. I've been doing this too long. He said go sit at the kitty table. Yo, smash the like button. Anyway, let's play the game. To all the people like, I'm not impressed with these fights. Okay, so who else is, what promoter do you like, right? And who is outlining 2019 fights right now? That's it. I just want to know. So let's play the game. See, that's what I'm talking about. They always want to scrutinize certain people, you know, everything, and like look them up and down and check it's like profiling. Like, let's say you're going to the airport and they get your ID and she's looking at it in the light and putting it under the light UV rays and flipping it and looking all types of way, and then somebody else, like a white family or something, just barely even look, and then they go through. You get what I'm saying? And then they scrutinizing your whole ID and testing it, and like, stop it, bro. So what I'm saying is, okay, that's fine. If that's how you view boxing, and you're like, oh, the Charlos, this shit card and all that. Let's scrutinize the way you're scrutinizing these fights. Let's scrutinize the rest of boxing. That's what I'm about. So tell me, Canelo versus Rocky Fielding, that's the fight you were requesting? Let's be honest here. Is that if you had a Yahtzee, if you had a dice, you could just roll it, and the dice had names of fighters, one of the names on there that you would have put is Rocky Fielding for Canelo. For him to fight next. So you could have wrote Charlo, Jacobs, Boo Boo Andrade, Billy Joe Saunders, Triple G Trilogy, and you would have wrote Rocky Fielding. Took up one space to write Rocky Fielding. Come on, man. You wanted to see Cockadoodle-Doo, or whatever his name is, versus Jesus Soto Caras. That's what you're telling me. Golden Boy just put Jesus Soto Caras versus the Rooster, the Kellogg's Rooster, or whatever his name is. That was the main event. So you don't like the Charlo fight, but you like that Kellogg's Rooster versus Jesus Soto Caras, who retired and then I guess resurrected himself. He was fighting in BKB and all types of shit. He got knocked out by Marcos Maidana when Canelo fought Josecito Lopez. It was on that card. That's how my memory works. So how long ago did Josecito Lopez get knocked out by Canelo? Because that's when Maidana first got with Robert Garcia, and their first fight was on that card on Showtime. It was the same night as Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. versus Maravilla Sergio Martinez on HBO pay-per-view. You see how my memory works? I got this shit on lock. I remember these things because I remember specific. I remember me and my brother were watching, flipping from Sergio Martinez Chavez Jr. that were, you know, the 12th round and all that. We were flipping from that to watch the Maidana and Soto Caras fight and Canelo Josecito. It was just like hella and they were all in Las Vegas. All the fights were happening in Las Vegas. I think Canelo fought at Mandalay Bay. See how my memory works? So, anyway, Soto Caras, he got knocked out by Gabe Rosado. You know, it's just like, that was the main event. But where's the scrutiny for that? But then they want to scrutinize every single thing that Al Heyman does and PBC does. Stop it. Stop playing with me. That's how I know they don't believe. It's not like this is a hard and fast rule. It's a rule for certain people. Because if it was, if this is how you view boxing, you're like, oh, if it's not a big match, count me out. That'd be cool. That'd be whatever. But again, these dudes want to nitpick certain people. Stop playing with me. You know, at the end of the day, don't watch it. I'll watch it. I'll be watching. I'll be getting coverage. So it don't matter to me. And another reason I know these dudes is lying is because when the announcement drops, you have to tweet, you have to write an article, you have to comment, you have to make a video about. Why are you doing these things? When DAZN has a card this weekend, why? Okay, so if you're not impressed with the PBC launch with Fox, Gerald Big Baby Miller is fighting Dog Band Dinu this weekend, and you love DAZN, then why aren't you building up that fight? Why are you talking about PBC shit that you detest? Do you see what I'm talking about? So bottom line is, why wouldn't you focus on, like, okay, you love DAZN, you said DAZN is taking over. That's great. Then why are you not helping DAZN take over by talking about Gerald Big Baby Miller's fight? I dropped a video today about it, you know, because I don't discriminate. You know, I'm trying to help all these promotions, you know, but obviously there's an order of operations. Certain popular topics are going to take the forefront. But I made a Gerald Big Baby Miller video today, but these dudes didn't. But they talk about PBC, you see what I'm saying? That's how I know it's all fake. You say DAZN's taking over, but you're not helping DAZN take over by helping build them up and talking about it. And why aren't you talking about Canelo Rocky Fielding? I've put out several videos talking about the fight. I put out one, I think yesterday. Actually, it might have been this. I can't even keep up, man. The workload is just so sharp, I can't even keep up. But I talked about Canelo's sparring partner. See? But these dudes allegedly hate PBC, but keep talking about this shit. Just like they do in my channel. Oh, fucking ego sucks and he's by. Okay, that's cool. Then why are you worried about what I'm doing? We know what it is. Like I said, I'm happy. I like all this because competition creates more material for us, because these guys are going to all compete trying to win over fans and win the contest or whatever. So it benefits me because I'm covering all of this, you know. So shout out to DAZN, Golden Boy, you know, HBO. Oh, they out of the game, but you guys get what I'm saying. PBC, this is just more material for me to talk about. It's job security for me. So I don't have it. I'm just talking specifically about, you know, a group of people who be hating all the time. Like, you know, you guys see it in the comment section. Same thing. Let's talk about Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence. More hate. People are hating. People already, like, you know, I see people in media asking questions, like loaded questions to Errol Spence. Like, basically, do you think you're gonna get credit? That shouldn't be the narrative. That's not fair for Errol Spence, because he didn't even pursue Mikey Garcia. Mikey called him out. Why would I feel remorse or feel sorry when Mikey pursued this? Y'all gotta get off of that. Get out your feelings like Drake and get off that. Why would I show remorse? This is what Mikey wanted. This is all fair game. The narrative shouldn't be, oh, like, oh, what happens? Is this a lose-lose for you? Because if you win, he's a smaller guy, and he should get credit for it. Like, Mikey sees something that he feels he can exploit. So if he comes up short, he's a talented fighter. You know, he's going to get full respect from me. I give Mikey respect for even taking the fight. Do you get what I'm saying? But these dudes, like media, people in the comment section, they trying to blame Errol some kind of way. Errol didn't go with a flashlight, yeah, Mikey, where the fuck you at? He wasn't looking for Mikey. He was looking for Keith Thurman, a guy in his division. You know, he was hopping in the ring on Sean Porter, a guy in his division who fought at 165 as an amateur. He wasn't just like, man, oh, there go Porter, there go Thurman. Oh, there you are, Mikey. That's not what happened. So stop playing the fucking role. Thurman, Spence, we know, was looking for smoke with people in his division. The fights didn't happen for whatever reason. And Mikey kept, I see something, I see something. Why would I feel any type of way? I support it fully, because you got to look at it like this. Big G warned Mikey, oh, don't take this fight right now. We don't like this for you. His brother and trainer and former fighter, 2-time champion, Roberto Garcia, said, hey, no, Mikey, don't take this right now, Mikey. And then Mikey says he sees something. Trust me on this team. Trust me, I got this. This is what I want to do. So they got behind him, and they're like, fuck it. Mikey really wants this. He needs this type of commitment, and he needs this type of challenge. Then I'm not mad at it. We all try to warn Mikey. He sees whatever he sees, and he wants to risk it. Fine. Another reason, like I said, I don't typically contradict myself like on the channel. The reason why I wasn't a fan of Amir Khan versus Canelo was because of the two fighters. Canelo, who he is, how he fights. Amir Khan, how he fights. Amir Khan was coming off of a pretty bad performance to me versus Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri hurt Amir Khan in the first round. Go watch the fight again. Chris Algieri, not even a huge puncher, you know, at 140. Chris Algieri was coming off a Pacquiao loss. See, this is what I talk about when I say they want to be new media so bad. Because when people want to respond, but I can't speak for everybody. But when I speak, when I say something, it's mapped out. I see little things, and I try to factor in as much information as I can to it. Other people, they just make quick observation off of like one thing. That's not how I work. So me, I have a multitude of reasons why I didn't want to see Amir Khan fight Canelo. The two styles. Amir Khan had a year-plus layoff where in between Chris Algieri and Canelo. Look it up. Amir Khan beat Collazo. He beat Devin Alexander, and he beat Chris Algieri, and he didn't look good, particularly in that fight. So why would I want to see him move up to 155? Mikey has fought at 135 and was a champion with 2 belts up until he didn't fight Richard Commey. Totally different. Mikey's undefeated. He's never been knocked out versus Amir Khan's been knocked out by Bradis Prescott and Danny Garcia before the Canelo fight. Plus, he had been hurt by Julio Diaz at a catchweight, and I seen him hurt in the amateurs. So there was a whole slew of reasons why I didn't want to see that, you know. Mikey ain't never been stopped. If Errol Spence stops him, that's impressive because he doesn't just lay down for anybody. Broner got power and couldn't stop him. So, you know, same thing with Kell Brook. Kell Brook, he fought Sean Porter, good win, and then he regressed in competition. At first, he got stabbed in the leg, so he took a tune-up style mandatory JoJo dam. But then he kept having failed negotiations with Brandon Rios and Jesse Vargas and Diego Chavez, and the only people he had fought in between that was JoJo Den, Kevin Bezier, and Frankie Gavin. So why the fuck would I want to see him go from that to Golovkin? Kevin Bezier and Frankie Gavin ain't gonna prepare you for Golovkin 2 weight classes up. Mikey's whole career and his upbringing will prepare him better for an Errol Spence fight than Kell Brook fighting Frankie Gavin and Kevin Bezier and coming off of that win. Period. So it's a different fight. You know, Mikey looks smaller for sure. But again, I can't feel no type of way or feel sorry for Mikey because this is what he wanted. It's like if Tupac, nobody wanted him to get killed, but if his last wish was to be cremated, that's what he wanted. So despite what you want, he wanted to be cremated. Mikey, people tried to warn him, and he's insistent on fighting Errol Spence. So, you know, I have no choice but to just support it and get behind it. Just like his dad, just like his brother. You know, it'd be one thing if Al Heyman or something forced Mikey to fight him. You know, Al Heyman didn't say like, man, you're not getting no fights. We're going to starve you out unless you fight him. That's not what happened. Mikey told the world he wanted to fight him. And now he's getting his wish. So maybe he sees something. I mean, I got to see what he sees. Maybe he shocks the world. I don't know. But he insisted on this. Why would I feel a type of way? But once again, fear. That's you'll see the fans are fearful. You know, when it's a guy you like, you don't want to see that risk because you think you can map out the outcome. It's boxing. You don't know. You know, we seen fights not play out like we thought they were. Nobody really predicted Buster Douglas was going to sleep Mike Tyson at that time. So I'm not saying that's what will happen. I'm just telling you. But the fans get fearful when they don't want to see a fighter they like lose. They start scrambling like roaches and shit. Like, oh, this, and trying to blame Errol. Like, Errol was the one, like, he's this big bully that was seeking Mikey out. That's not what happened. Mikey wanted this. So why would I feel indifferent about it? Mikey wanted this. This is what he sought after. So that's stupid, you know. And people are like, oh, yeah, what's this prove? Errol's beating a smaller guy. The smaller guy wanted to work with the bigger guy. That's the fact. Josecito broke Ortiz's jaw. That's what I'm saying. You never know. Somebody eye can get fucked up, and then Mikey, you know, he's a formidable puncher. It's boxing. You never know. Because I didn't, honestly, I didn't know Usyk was going to knock Tony Bellew like that. I didn't think he would knock him out like that. I could see a TKO. He knocked him out, you know. And I'm pretty good with my predictions. I could see him getting a TKO, but I didn't think he was going to just, because he didn't knock out Murat Gassiev, and he didn't knock out, what's the name, Bradis like that. So to see him knock out Bellew like that, I'm like, damn, okay. So, you know, it's boxing. But I'm not going to play this fucking game that people are playing, like trying to discredit Errol. Like Errol was the one that like forced Mikey into the fight and bullied him. Mikey, no, there was no Errol Spence talk that I'd ever seen about this fight until Mikey called him out. If you have any shred of evidence, receipts, as I like to call them, receipts where Errol Spence, a date time stamped, and Errol Spence was talking shit about Mikey or calling him out before Mikey's initial interview, then send it over here. Because to my knowledge, Mikey Garcia was on a radio show in SoCal, and he was like, I want to fight Errol Spence. And they're like, nah, I don't like that fight for you, Mikey. Because they sent me, one of the people from the radio show sent it to me. You know, Errol wasn't even worried about Mikey. So it is what it is. Shit's done now. So, yeah, I did see a size difference. But, you know, there's a size difference for Robert Easter. And, like, I picked Mikey to beat Easter. But the way he beat him, you know. So Mikey's gifted. He's talented. Maybe, I don't know. It's boxing. Mikey did not look scared or anything. He looked calm as fuck. I give him that. And see, listen. I'm a different creed. I'm a different breed, you know. The real takeaway from me is boxing should be ashamed. You know, like there's a lot of people in boxing, and you see this guy like Mikey who's taking penitentiary chances that he doesn't even have to take. That's a reality check. You know, there's other welterweights that could have easily stepped up and, you know, put their bid in to really push for an Errol Spence fight, like Keith Thurman. You know, like, man, I got to get this one in. He didn't look like he was in any rush to come back, to be honest. You know, because even, okay, an elbow injury, and then you were supposed to fight earlier, and you got a hand injury in February, and you still didn't fight for the rest of the year. Like, what happened to your hand? Like, you broke it? Like, what, you know, because... Come on, man. Caleb Plant had a hand injury, and he fighting in January. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I give props to Mikey. Mikey got cojones, and if more people operate like Mikey, we would get some real competitive fights and real work. So salute to Mikey Garcia. And it's just a shame. Like, you know, like Anthony Joshua and Wilder. Wilder was clearly pushing for the fight. AJ could have, this is a guy in your division. And you see a guy in Mikey Garcia who's moving up, you know, a division/2 to fight the Killmonger in the welterweight class. Joshua's in the same division as Wilder. You see, same thing. Man, I give it up to Tyson Fury and Usyk as well. Usyk been going in people's backyards and slaughtering them. Like, yeah, I'll fight in Russia. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll fight in Manchester. Fuck it. Knocking people out in they backyard. You know, Errol Spence did it when he fought Kell Brook. Tyson Fury took 2 tuna fights and fighting the biggest puncher. You know, there's certain people in boxing who are they're embarrassing other fighters. We'll just leave it at that. They're embarrassing other fighters because the way they're conducting themselves. They really want all the smoke. They want the smoke, and that's just what it is. You know, so it's crazy to see like Mikey smaller than Errol Spence, and then you got Keith Thurman on the podium, and Josecito Lopez, and you guys, and Sean Porter, and I don't know everybody's individual situation, but their names aren't linked to fighting Errol Spence next for whatever reason, and Mikey is. So everybody's looking at Mikey, sizing him up next to Spence. You know, Danny Garcia was there. And I seen Danny Garcia did an interview and he said something like, the only thing I don't like about this fight is he's moving up 2 weight classes. You don't like it about the fight? You fight Errol Spence then. That's a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're coming off a loss, that would be bad, you know, to take a tough fight like that. But, you know, it's an immediate title shot. It's just like, how can you say, I don't like this fight, I don't like him moving up in weight? All right, well, you at the weight then. You fight him. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. How can you say you're not okay with him moving up? But then then why didn't you put your bid in to fight him? You know, it still would have been Spence Garcia. It just would have been a different Garcia. It would have been Danny instead of Mikey, which is still a good fight. You know, so I just feel like you can't really complain about that unless you're willing to replace Mikey. You know, you can't be like, oh, I don't like him moving up. Okay, well, if you're not really willing to be the Garcia that is fighting him, then it is what it is. And again, I don't know all the particulars. I don't know behind the scenes who said what and what decisions were done. But Lucio. All right, we got a hot seat. Spence ducks a guy in his own division. This is what I'm talking about, fear. And I'm gonna get him in the hot seat. Lucio says, I'm going to put you in a hot seat. Spence ducks a guy in his own weight division because he's on the other side of the street. So he fights a little guy he picked up from the playground. Once again, how did he duck Terrence Crawford, who obviously you're trying to refer to? And how did he pick up Garcia when Garcia called him out? That's all you got to explain. We'll see who has the most sound, logical responses. And you're not going to have that many because the show must go on. So how did he duck Terrence Crawford? And how is he the one that picked up Garcia when Garcia called him out? A kid wanted to fight me once. Strike one. You not answering none of the questions, though. Nobody cares about a kid wanting to fight you. That kid would have beat your ass probably. But I refuse because he's a small kid. Strike two. This is going to be easy. All you have to do is answer the question. It would be a lot smoother. So how did he pick on or pick up a kid that called him out? And Mikey Garcia is not a kid. Mikey Garcia is older than Errol Spence, if I'm not mistaken. So you look stupid. You said he's picking on a kid, and Mikey's older than Spence. Strike three. What's your final answer so we can slaughter you? Mikey is older than Spence, if I'm not mistaken. Or they're about the same age. But he's a little guy. Get him out of here. See how easy that was? Fear. You know, it's okay. You don't want to see certain guys lose or potentially lose. So the fear gets to you. Block Lucio Montaliban. And we're doing a 2-for-1 because somebody agreed with him. So you in the hot seat. Okay, Ronnie Boy Fresh. You agreed. Now you pick up for him. Ronnie Boy Fresh. So you take his place. We're not playing these games. You got to come correct. So enlighten us. Ronnie Boy Fresh. It's a picture of the back of your head in your. He said absolutely. Okay, you agree with him. Now start explaining it. So how is Errol Spence to blame for being called out by a smaller guy? Let's get it. Strike one. You wasting time, bro. I've already said the question. This is gonna be another easy one. Chill, Swiss. I got an easy one. So how are you attempting to blame Spence for being called out and the fight being made? Mikey pursued Spence. He doesn't have to take the fight. But what if the networks wanted the fight? And Mikey, so he can't get a fight with other people in his division, so who's he supposed to fight? So who's he supposed to fight? So if somebody, like, first of all, Mikey's a pro fighter. It's not like he's somebody who has a learning disability. So if you engage in, like, you know, it would be the wrong thing to do. Mikey is a pro fighter with an amateur pedigree from a fight family. So what are you talking about, bro? So Mikey's supposed to call him out each and every opportunity, and he's supposed to just say, you know what, fuck this. And then people will say you're ducking the smaller man. You see, it's a catch-22. If a smaller man keeps calling you out, and then you saying I'm the boogeyman, and then you don't fight the smaller guy, they'll be like, what about Mikey? And they're like, nah, I'm not fighting him. Then they'll say he's afraid of him. We're not playing these games. Good luck. So explain yourself out of that. Okay, now you sound stupid and desperate. First of all, you can't even spell Collazo. You said Collaza. Like Golovkin writing it. It's like, hey, Collazo. He said Collazo called Spence Jr. out. Okay, you sound pretty pitiful, bro. So you think Luis Collazo is a bigger event that the networks would want more than Mikey Garcia versus Spence at Texas? So do you think Jerry Jones would be interested in Errol Spence and Collazo in Jerry's world? So the AT&T Stadium holds 100,000 people. Okay, you sound stupid as hell, bro. You just said no. So you just admitted that Jerry Jones wouldn't probably open up his facility for Errol Spence and Collazo. Bro, you sounded like Destiny's Child. You keep saying no, no, no. Put no again and you're getting blocked, bro. You sound like Destiny's Child. And this is it. This is a cop-out. This is a Victor Ortiz shit. You have no point, so you just keep putting stupid shit. Answer the question. You just keep putting no. No. Would Jerry Jones open up his facility? No, I'm saying Mikey versus Spence is a bigger event. So you're proving my point. So why are you talking about Collazo? Collazo has multiple losses. Mikey Garcia is undefeated no matter what division he is. He's actually fought at 140 before. You know, most people watch Mikey's last fights. Not everyone watched Collazo's last fight. I did because I was at the fight. Devin Alexander Berto card. He fought on that, you know, and he fought like a journeyman style person. So you're admitting that Spence and Mikey is a bigger fight. So I'm really lost to understand why you would suggest that Mikey. So Errol Spence, you just sound fearful, bro. You sound fearful. Because why would you recommend Collazo versus Spence when that fight can happen at any point? And like I said, Jerry Jones probably wouldn't open up his facility for no damn Errol Spence versus Collazo. Collazo's Puerto Rican from New York, you know what I'm saying? And he's not coming off a spectacular win. He's not a champion, right? So it's not going to be like a fight that made all the business sense in the world too. Bro, you're all over the place. He said it's a difference between an event and a fight. You are the one that brought up Collazo though. Okay, bro. We're gonna wrap this up. Mikey keeps calling out Spence. It makes an event, which you just acknowledged. It makes a big event, and Mikey keeps insisting that he wants to fight him. I don't know why the fuck you even brought up Collazo. What should Errol Spence do? He should just turn his back and say no. Even though I could fight a couple, you know, an hour away from home or whatever, in front of 100,000 people, get a record payday on pay-per-view, both of our names resonate. Fuck that. I want to fight Collazo. Get the hell out of here, bro. These dudes are so desperate. He on the ropes. He on the ropes. Get Steve Smoker. Steve Smoker need to give you the kiss of death, bro. You getting demolished up here. You getting demolished. What are you talking about, Collazo? Knowing that is not an AT&T Stadium type of fight. And that's a fight that can happen after Mikey Garcia. Them motherfuckers talking about Collazo. It's a difference between the event. There's a difference between winning and losing. And right now, you ain't winning. That's the difference. This dude getting slaughtered. So, what do you suggest Errol Spence do? Not take the fight that nets him more money. He will get respect because he's an undefeated, skilled fighter from a fight family. And he's been sought out and called out by this guy who fought one division multiple times. One division underneath him. Mikey has several fights. He has like 3 fights at 140. People keep acting like he's just a lightweight. He has welterweights who are vouching for his power, like Brandon Rios, like Josecito Lopez, people who have sparred him, Marcos Maidana. And you saying that this is out of the question and he should be fighting Collazo? Come on, bro. This dude is good. Hey, Ronnie Boy, you not so fresh. You looking like Ronnie Boy wilted out here. This dude getting clapped up. See what happens when you don't speak with logic? That's fight. Block him. Strike 18 and shit. Get him out of here. Done. You see how he's like all over the place. He's not even like attempting to justify his standpoint. Once again, in his emotions, in his feelings. You guys see. You see how the hot seat works. If you're not being logical, you can't win. It's that simple. This man really said Collazo. So that fight can happen at any point. Collazo been around for years. He could fight Mikey and then fight Collazo in November. This is a big event, makes money, and he's been called out incessantly, by Mikey Garcia. And you talking about he should fight Collazo. These dudes is crazy. So yeah, let me fight Collazo for less money. If I beat Collazo, they'll say Keith Thurman already beat him. Sugar Shane Mosley already beat him. Ricky Hatton and Berto already had wins over him, even though they lost those fights, I think. Or at least one of them did. Come on, bro. That doesn't even make sense. These dudes be so desperate. Once again, it's fear. A lot of people, they like, let's say they like Mikey, or if they're from the same place as Mikey, from Oxnard, or same national heritage or religion or race or whatever the situation is, and now they don't want to see Mikey up against a deficit that he asked for. He asked for this. This is what he said he wanted. Nobody forced this upon Mikey. Nobody, yeah, it's not like I put a gun to your head. Nobody put a gun to his head and said, yeah, Mikey, we're going to send you out to Texas. We're going to throw you to the wolves. Are you a sheep or you a wolf? Nobody did that. Mikey selected Errol Spence, said he prefers his style to Terrence Crawford because he wants a stern challenge and Crawford will move a lot. You know, Spence likes to trade and he's coming to win or whatever. Yeah, it's not like I put a gun to your head. Yeah, man, I can't sympathize with this, with people. Oh, this is ridiculous. Fucking Creed fighting Drago son. That's a height difference. Fuck it, y'all gonna watch the movie though. You know, it's built-in excuses. I'm not making no built-in excuses for Mikey. He's a talented fighter, because there ain't gonna be no built-in excuse if he wins. Period. Sugar Shane Mosley did it. See, this is what I'm talking about, the double standards and the bullshit in boxing. I'm about to eat y'all alive, man. And I will eat you alive. I'm about to eat these dudes alive, because I know where the energy's coming from. I truly do. You notice nobody cared if Sugar Shane Mosley moved up 2 weight classes. There weren't like this protest, because people probably thought De La Hoya would win. You know, because he was the favorite. He was the golden boy, you know. But now when Mikey's the one at this disadvantage in size and shit, now everyone's like, oh, and blaming Errol Spence. Nobody blamed De La Hoya because Sugar Shane Mosley took the deal and wanted to fight. Well, who did that? Who blamed Oscar De La Hoya for Mosley moving up 2 weight divisions? Who's like, oh, fucking Oscar, he ain't gonna get no credit. Fuck Oscar. Why would he do that? But they're blaming Errol Spence for it, like he did something. So if Shane Mosley was like, man, fuck Oscar, I want to fight him, blah, 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 blah. I'm from Pomona, he from East LA, let's fight. And he kept calling out Oscar, and Oscar was the favorite. Who the fuck was blaming Shane Mosley? I mean, blaming De La Hoya, like, come on, Oscar, you know, you could be fighting Collazo or something. Come on, bro. These dudes. Because he's a black fighter as well, we know. I know how the game goes. There is nobody that blame De La Hoya for it, because here's a modern day example. I know what the fuck I'm saying is true. And if you don't like it, I don't care. Unsubscribe, don't follow me, because you ain't gonna disprove me. You can dislike, but you can't disprove. The same motherfuckers who's petitioning, you know, just look at the usernames. The same people that are petitioning, blaming Errol and acting like it's not a good fight because they're fearful, because they know Mikey has a shot to lose and they don't want to see that. A lot of these same motherfuckers are the ones telling Floyd at 41, 42, whatever the fuck age he is, that he need to fight a guy he already beat in Canelo Saul fucking Alvarez. He need to go up and fight Triple G. You make that make sense. So Floyd already waxed Canelo, waxed on, waxed off, beat Canelo convincingly, and at age 41, they say he need to do it again. At Canelo's weight. Ain't that a bitch? He got to do it at Canelo's weight, and he already beat him. So the A-side shit don't matter. Even though Floyd has done better numbers, bigger numbers, and holds a win over Canelo, he got to succumb to Canelo's weight. Canelo has youth on his side. Canelo has more experience at that division. Floyd got to give in to all that. You know what I'm saying? Floyd got to fight Golovkin at 160, even though Golovkin don't have a resume half as good as Floyd. Come on, bro. And these dudes blaming Errol for it. You see how that works? Just like Crawford. If Crawford beats Pacquiao, oh yeah, he beat an old Pacquiao. But if Pacquiao beat the shit out of Crawford, nobody trips. They just be like, damn, Crawford was overrated. Woo. We see the double standards. Look at this fake dude trying to play black. His name is Trevon Welfare Recipient. And he said, we blacks tend to be very salty and blame the man for all our problems. Bro, you not black. You're not black. This is what they always do. They try to act black. And I'm black too, by the way. Bro, your name, there's what black person would name their name Trevon Welfare Recipient? You sound stupid as fuck. Black people don't, that's not something that black people would do, by and large. Because, see, you don't know shit about being black. If you black, you're not proud to be on welfare, dumbass. Ain't nobody gonna advertise that in their username. You ain't black. Fuck out of here. Like, I remember when I used to get free lunch, that shit was embarrassing. That shit was embarrassing to get free lunch. So I'm damn sure not gonna put that as my username if YouTube was around when I was in elementary school. Ego free lunch ego. Fuck out of here. You ain't black. You a poser. You see how they be lying? I ain't black too, by the way. The Black Channel. All they do is drink Kool-Aid. Why do black people like collard greens and ham hocks? Why do black... Be saying the most racist, the stereotypical shit. Been talking about I'm black too, by the way. Fuck out of here. You ain't shit. You ain't black. Saying hell, just anything, just anything that, any stereotype, and we supposed to believe you black. Why do black people like chicken and waffles? Why not chicken and pancakes? Or flapjacks? Why do black people... Who put chicken with a waffle? Talking about I'm black. Get the fuck out of here. Because there's black tests I could do to see if you black. I'll show you a purple pack of Kool-Aid. And when I ask you what flavor it is, depending on your answer, that's going to determine if you black. You know, or if I had like the purple Fanta, if you say Fanta grape and shit, you're not black. You have to be like that purple shit. Give me that purple drink. If you call it grape Fanta, then you're not black. I got black tests to see if you black. That's purple drink. That ain't no grape Fanta. Why do black people... These dudes be playing the role and shit. They got a big ass picture of Trump in their username. I'm black too, by the way. It'd be some stupid ass username. Kanye West is the best or some stupid shit. And I'm black, man. These dudes be faking the funk. Get that red drink. Grape soda is delicious. Hey, you know when the drink is hella good? I'm going to show you how you know when the drink's hella good. When you drink the drink and it's so good that you have to make the stank face and then look at like the ingredients, like you know what the shit means. That's how you know when you're... God damn, what organic? What the fuck is it? You know, you gotta look at the bottle. You be like, God damn, sulfuric acid? What y'all put in this? That shit, that's how you know when to drink good. God damn, peroxide benzoate? Hydrogen cortisone? What the fuck y'all put in this? This shit good. Like, you ever be taking a shit You had no read. You left your phone. Had no reading material. You be pulling up anything, mouthwash and shit, looking at ingredients, trying to find ingredients in toothpaste. What they put in this toothpaste here? Fluoride benzoate. Like, you do not give a fuck about these Colgate ingredients. You ain't got no reading material. You pick up the potpourri spray and try to look at it. Oh shit, we got money. Hold on. Hams happened right as the stream was closing that they signed up. But shout out to you. We got some new shit coming. Man, I ain't. Y'all want me to go to the Broner Pacquiao presser? That shit might be kind of lit. I ain't get no information on it yet, though. I ain't got no email. King Flacco already know. He says, I'm black and even I hate black fighters. That's what I'm saying. They be saying stupid shit. Mikey a dog though. Just imagine if what if Dillian White signed up to fight Luis Ortiz? Great fight. They're in the same division. Hey Hamza, you hella stupid. Y'all know the exact same comments. That's what I'm saying. It be like, it's like, all you guys eat chicken, and I'm black, by the way. What? This motherfucker be trying to act black and shit. Whatever. Hey Hamza, you are a fool. That's just funny as fuck. Yeah, you're like, yeah, team Usyk and Lomachenko, Triple G's the greatest, and I'm black too, by the way. Yeah, okay, that's what's up. Like, Usyk's the king of everything, and Loma and Triple G. Fuck Crawford. He's a cherry picker, and I'm black, by the way. Okay, that's what's up. These dude, man, boxing is so like in your face. Like you know what's going on. This shit is funny. Y'all just found a motherfucker real enough to say it. Listen, I'm not blaming Errol Spence for fighting Mikey. Mikey signed up for it. Mikey requested it. He got what he wanted. Now the fans get what we want, a good fight. Salute to Mikey Garcia. If anything, I feel more ashamed that other people didn't push for an Errol Spence fight before a lightweight, junior welterweight. You know, it is what it is. But people acting like Errol Spence, out of all options, like he was just like looking to fight a guy who fought at 135, 140. It's Cursor. Y'all tripping right now. Listen, it is what it is. The shit's already done. Mikey said he sees something, so we gonna all see what he sees on March 16th. I think it's a competitive fight, though. You know, people keep acting like this. Like, I'm not just happy. I'm a huge Mikey fan. Mikey was one of the first people that gave me a chance in boxing. I don't even know if he remembers this, but when he just turned champion, like I think like I'm talking about when he's like 126 or whatever, he was with Top Rank still. I reached out to him on Twitter. My YouTube wasn't shit at the time. You know, I hadn't covered one fight. I wasn't nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like my channel didn't have no 10,000 subs or anything. Back then it was harder to grow your channel. Anyway, I reached out to him trying to do a phone interview with him. This is when he was with Top Rank, so it just goes to show you how long ago it is. Mikey was cool as fuck. I remember I was working with P. Diddy's barber, and then they flew me out to a show to film, like to do camera work and shit. And I was at the airport, and then Mikey was like, we were trying to schedule the phone interview for tomorrow or the next day or whatever. And then Mikey was like, He was like, what time's good for you? And I was like, oh, you know, because he was a celebrity. So I'm like, whatever works for you, I can make accommodations, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, yeah, just let me know what's good for you. Like, he was just hella cool. And I'm like, damn, this dude ain't even acting like a celebrity. Like, you know what I'm saying? You the celebrity, you the champion. My channel wasn't shit. So, you know, I always have respect for Mikey just because he's a humble cat and stuff. Like I said, he probably don't even remember that, you know, because a million people interview him and shit. And this is when I was first starting out. So, you know, Mikey's always been humble. So I respect him. Like I said, I don't know why other people didn't chomp at the bit to fight Errol Spence, but you got someone at 135/140 that's doing it. So I respect him. Mikey's a humble cat. He's skilled. I think it could be a good fight. You know, Errol Spence is my dude too. Hey, Errol Spence, I'm trying to come to you. I'm trying to come see you. I'm trying to get some shit. Yeah. So if you see this, Errol Spence, I'm trying to come out to Texas. I'll come out to you, preferably when it's not fucked up weather. You know, I'm trying to get in camp. Yeah, man, we got to get on the road more. Like, to, you know, I just want to pop in on these fighters. So appreciate y'all for the Patreons and the channel membership. That helps facilitate different stuff like that. You know, because we about to turn it up. There's just a lot of shit to cover. A lot going on in boxing. See, Benny, you're not even saying realistic shit. You talking about even Jones cherry picked at heavyweight. You see how full y'all don't know shit about boxing. Y'all just be saying stupid shit with someone else. How the fuck is a guy who started at 54 moved all the way to heavyweight? That's not cherry picking anybody. John Ruiz was still a champion. That ain't no fucking cherry pick when you started off that light. There's nobody in today's boxing that could beat any champion in the last 3 years from 154. So what are you talking about? Name a guy who could go up to 154 and beat any champion. Joseph Parker, anybody. Joshua, Wilder. Ain't no fucking cherry pick. That man, through the course of his career, moved up all them divisions. You don't know what you're talking about. How is that a cherry pick? Even if you pick the weakest person that you feel is weak up there, he's not weak to you because you're not a fucking heavyweight. So what are you talking about? That's like let's say Sergey Lipinets. I mean, not to pick on him, but let's say you don't feel he's the number one guy at 140. But yeah, if you come up from 126, he gonna feel like the number one guy at 140 because he hits hard enough, you know. Or let's say Regis Prograis or something. If you don't think he's the number one 140, which I think he might be, but despite that, Josh Taylor and all that is gonna level out if you come from 126 and go to fight him. If Josh Taylor and Regis Prograis, you know, fight and it's an even fight, that's because they're both around that weight. It's different when you coming up. Just saying he didn't fight the best heavyweight, bro. The fact that he fought a heavyweight is that's a miracle in itself. What are you talking about? This dude was fighting at 154. There's nobody. So Jared Hurd, there's top rated good guys at 54. Jared Hurd, he'll go up to heavyweight and beat Joseph Parker. You know, yeah, he's big. He got a big frame. But it's not as easy as you think. So you talking about cherry picking. That's not cherry picking when you weren't even supposed to be in the heavyweight at any point in your career. Benny, I'm not arguing. Now you backing off the ball. You sound silly. He was a champion. End of story. No matter what you talking about. That's a fact too. Roy Jones tried to fight Holyfield, and Holyfield turned down that fight. See? This is what happens when you fuck with real boxing heads. Yeah, that's nobody's cherry pick when you... Because even if, like, let's say Floyd Mayweather, as talented as he is, he can't be up there fighting Bivol at 175. It's just, It don't matter. It don't matter if Bevo's like less skilled than him. You find a top rated, you know, puncher at 175. You know, everyone has a limit, you know. Like I said, if it was so easy, there would have been more people that went from 54. Chocolatito couldn't even move up 3 pounds without getting slaughtered by Carlos Cuadras. He didn't look great in that fight, and he got knocked out by Sor Rungvisai. So, yeah. Sor Rungvisai, listen, I'm not trying to sound harsh, but Sor Rungvisai, I'm not going to say he's not that good, but he's not that good technically. He's not that technical. He's not like a like, put it this way. If Mayweather fought Sor Rungvisai, his ass would get chewed up. His ass would get chewed. Pause. He would get chewed up. Does anyone believe that Sor Rungvisai could beat Floyd Mayweather based on the styles? No. Sor Rungvisai will get turned into that rat he was eating. He would look like that fried rat if he fought Mayweather. Oh, someone said, and haters say Mikey afraid of Loma. So that's a good point, because at the end of the day, Errol Spence is scarier for Mikey's style than Loma, because Loma is a good fighter, but he don't put a brutal hurting on guys who are much bigger than him typically. You know, like one-sided beatdown. Errol Spence has put down on some recent one-sided beatdowns, or, you know, where he won a lot of rounds. Like Lamont Peterson, that wasn't even really competitive. Oh my gosh, I'm out of here. Y'all just saying cliche shit. I guess this is the casual hour. The casuals are waking up. Big doesn't mean better. These dudes just be coming in with the cliche. Big doesn't mean better. Errol Spence is better than you think technically. And I know that from knowing boxing, and also people I've talked to that have sparred with him. He's better than what you think technically. That's why I don't know if this is a smart pick for Mikey. But if Mikey sees something that he feels he can exploit, then I'm dying to find out what this is. You know it, but you never boxed. But you don't know shit. What are you talking about? Nah, he's not worth a hot seat. That's not even talking anything. It's not even hot seat. It's funny. Dudes be like, you don't know shit, but they come to my channel. I'm a boxer. I don't give a shit. Bro, nobody, this stream ain't about you. Nobody care who you are. Who are you? What are you talking about? This stream wasn't about you. Why am I not getting notifications? We having a party without you, Maya. Who you signed to? You signed to Mike Epps and Jakey Promoters? Who you signed to? Because I never heard of whatever your name, Red Bull or whatever. You'll see soon enough. Why don't you just tell me now, though? I'm trying to interview you. I want to get in touch with your promoter. Who is he? Who's your promoter? The motherfucker say, you'll see. What? Why would you just tell me? Someone said Jelly Roll Entertainment. Bro, why wouldn't you just tell me? Why do I have to wait and see? That was kind of creepy. You'll see. I'll never tell. Fucking Brittany Murphy. Why don't you just tell me who you signed with? You signed to Ebony and Ivory, huh? Who you signed to, bro? Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Bro, who you signed to? See, you scared. You making it sound like it's not true. You signed to Knock Off the Zone, the Bums. Bro, who? No, I'm just playing. Who you signed to? I'm just curious. You're like, yeah, I'm a boxer. He ain't signed to no Matchroom. He ain't even signed to Matchbox 20. What you talking about? He signed to WCW with Sting and them and Goldberg. Bro, who are you signed with? I'm just curious. Why won't you? You said you'll find out sooner. Why won't you just tell me? You signed to Julia Roberts. You signed to Mayweather Filthy Rich Records. Somebody said he signed to Filthy Rich. Somebody said he signed to Rise On. Oh, that's Tenshin. Hey, bro, you signed to Timok, The Last Dragon. You signed to EA Sports Friday Night Fights. Fight Night Champions and shit. Hey, where did he go? Where are you at, bro? Where's this dude at? Hey, Hamza, block that Andrew dude again. Oh, you did it. This man really just evaporated. I asked him who his promoter was, and he just disappeared. That motherfucker signed to Lloyd Banks. Acid out the baggie, this is more than dope. Flawless flow, fucking off a sign, every horoscope, then wore my robe. Strapped out the corner cove, letting my opponents know. He signed to that BANK $. I need to hear. We gotta listen to some. He signed to Banks, huh? Squeeze first, ask questions last. That's how most of these so-called gangster I'ma squeeze first, ask. So when I squeeze first, ask. I ain't the richest, but I'm richer than y'all. Shit, Banks is like a young Wilt Chamberlain. All I do is fuck bitches and ball. For talking that shit, might as well hire a doctor to walk around with. But soak your clothes. Worry about you coming back cause you can't smell beef with a broken nose. Keep your homes tended. Your piece of shine if you had some more stones in it. Then go to hell home cause the only clip on your hip holds a cell phone. I know you're focused and you've been writing, but all you're begging is chewing off my ear like Tyson. Big enough to get my men straight, so I'ma need an old dog, and I ain't talking about Lorenz Tate. Market with the rock, he been around since they hit Martin with the rock. To your apartment with the Glock. And so that's why I got Kelly Price before the diet. And if you're on your period, you better use your mouth. When the hoes got us. That's why I know more than the Globetrotters. And say your verse faster than Twister. They got a lot like the president there. Hey, hey, Banks was killing. Banks was spitting. He signed to that Banks. Shout out to Banks. Banks was on there snapping. Oh, man. I love my job. This shit is funny. That dude really just disappeared. Anyway, monster schedule update from PBC. That's not even the Showtime shit. So I want to see what they're putting on Showtime. Broner versus Pacquiao. I think the press conference is going to be lit. Let me know if y'all want me to go to the press conference. I didn't get no update from PBC on that one, though. Mikey gonna jab Spence's head off. Let's see it. LSI. Shout out to Mikey. Shout out to Spence. Just don't make no excuses, no matter who wins. Yo, funny as shit. Y'all have any questions? I mean, I could try to. I'll see if I know. I'm gonna answer a few questions. So it said Ali Harrison promotions, Spence and 6. Mikey, his brother, his own trainer and brother and dad told him not to take this right now. But he wants it, so I mean, it is what it is. But it's just funny how Errol is getting blamed for it, like as if Errol was just looking around for lightweights to fight. How do you feel about Dan Rafael calling Usyk the GOAT cruiser, like Holyfield never existed? Man, whatever. I mean, that's his business. I don't know. That's old media shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I didn't even know he said that. But listen, people can say whatever they want, but the truth still exists. How is he? Whatever. And like anyway, even if you talk about Evander Holyfield, still done more. Evander Holyfield was undisputed. He was a silver medalist, and he was undisputed at cruiserweight, and he was undisputed at heavyweight. So until Usyk does, I don't see Usyk being undisputed at heavyweight. I really don't, because that means he had to fight the likes of, you know, the Wilders and AJs, and those are all difficult fights. So we don't even know if Usyk, because he was getting hit by Tony Bellew. So, see, listen, this is what I'm talking. This is why people say the great white hope thing, is because look at how guys get praised. It's like the carriage before the horse, or whatever the saying is. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, how are you get Usyk's nice with it. He's dope. He's good. But to start comparing him to history, this is the same shit they do with Lomachenko. Oh, he's better than Pac, he'll beat Prime Floyd. Fuck out of here. He'll beat Prime Floyd, but he didn't beat a fucking Prime Salido, who Floyd would have dogged. Stop it. You know, you never even Lomachenko never even rematched Salido. So we don't even know how that. He didn't even fight Miguel Berchelt. He didn't fight Machado. You know, just a rugged guy who might be able to put that same type of power and pressure as a Salido. So, okay, so the guy that just knocked out Salido, Mickey Roman, got knocked out by Miguel Berchelt, and Lomachenko didn't get to fight those guys. You know, and you can call me crazy. The people at 130 that Loma didn't fight, I think stylistically have more chance than a Jorge Linares. You could say Linares is a better boxer, but he breaks and folds under pressure. I've not seen Machado just like give up. I never seen Miguel Berchelt was getting hurt by Mickey Roman, and it was personal, and he kept trucking until he got to stoppage, threw a lot of punches. Same thing with Gervonta Tank Davis. I never seen no one beat the fight out of him, but I have seen Antonio DeMarco beat the fight out of Jorge Linares. But y'all get gassed up over that. I think Mikey Garcia would have knocked out Jorge Linares and probably did it more one-sided. At lightweight, that's my honest opinion. I was all for that fight, but it didn't come around. Mikey Garcia, I'm pretty sure, would knocked out Jorge Linares, and it probably wouldn't have been a body shot. I mean, it might have, but it would have been brutal. Because Mikey has showed that he has power at 135 and 140, and he shows that he can fight different looks. You think Usyk can beat Bryant Jennings at heavyweight? I don't know. It's a whole heavyweight's a different division. Do you guys? Some of y'all don't understand that boxing is more than meets the eye. At heavyweight, if I fought, I would be at heavyweight. That's a far cry. Like when I go into a post office or Target, I'm usually the biggest person in there. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of height and weight and shit like that. Right? That's a far cry from another division south of you. You know, Usyk will be okay. Anthony Joshua and Usyk. Anthony Joshua in his extremes versus Klitschko and Carlos Takam, he's pushing 260 something. That's a lot of weight. I don't know what Usyk will weigh. Let's say 220. You still outweigh by 40 pounds. And we know AJ could crack. And he's knocking fools out at the weight. So AJ is not no easy fight for no Usyk. See, I keep it a buck. People, oh, you hate AJ. I don't hate AJ. AJ's a good fighter. I keep it a buck, case by case basis. If we're talking about AJ or Wilder, I've already put out my thoughts on what happened and why it happened. But Usyk is a different animal. Even if Usyk came in at 220, 221, he still could possibly be outweighed by Joshua 30 to 40 pounds. Wilder has dynamite that knocks guys out that are bigger than Usyk, that weigh 260, that are 6'5", 6'6". My dude, Gerald Washington, he's from the neighboring city to where I'm from. He's from Vallejo. Shout out to the 707. We both from the 707. Yee, say it backwards. He's a big dude. Like, I talked to him at Mikey's fight. That's the last time I think I seen him. Robert Easter and Mikey, because he live out there. And I shook him, you know, and he's a big dude, you know. I think he got me a little bit, but he's a big dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I know if I stand next to Usyk versus standing next to Gerald Washington, it's not going to be the same. Because I've been next to a lot of these guys. I never met Usyk, though, you know. But I've been next to Wilder and shit. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's a different ball game. Usyk has to prove over time what it is. Beat a Dillian White, Dominic Brazil. That's a start. Beat Joseph Parker. These are all good fights for Usyk. He should never try to immediately go. He has the right idea. I will say that, because from what I read, he's talking about 2 fights and then fighting AJ. He should at least do that for sure. Bob Arum cried when he saw that table of welterweights. y'all savage. See, Bob Arum did a recent interview or something, and he said that he offered Mikey Garcia, Terrence Crawford, and then win, lose, or draw Lomachenko. I don't know. I find that hard to believe. And even if he did, what made Mikey... Listen, that's a 2-fight deal versus he's fighting at AT&T Stadium against a monster like Errol Spence. So, I don't know, maybe he's not paying the same or something, because why would Mikey say, if he could fight Terrence Crawford and then fight Lomachenko, what would make him go fight Errol Spence and say, fuck that? Nah, I don't know. Something, there's more than meets the eye. Either he's not... You know, maybe Bob was penny pinching and wasn't giving him the platform to make that much. I don't know, but that something about that doesn't add up to me. Listen, I told you, and it's unfortunate because this is what it is. It's like there's a lot of individual like wars going on, like business jockeying for position. PBC owns the welterweight division, minus Crawford. It's that simple. The most compelling fights are with PBC fighters. And Pacquiao's not even with Top Rank anymore. So you can't even use Pacquiao, who maybe is not in his prime, but you can't use him. Jeff Horn is no longer a champion with Duco events. So you can't really even use him. Who wants to see Crawford versus Jeff Horn too? You know what I'm saying? So they actually, Top Rank, they kind of, shout out to Richmond, 510 shit. They actually blew their wad with Terrence Crawford because they gave him the opportunity in his first fight to fight for the title. And he successfully did it, you know, a fight that I covered. And he did it easily. And then that was it. So now he's a champion and he's not going to be able to fight star builder fights unless he works with another promotion. Comey versus Loma is a competitive fight. You know, I don't see that being likely. You know, Comey is at 40. No, actually, he's at 35. Hold on, yeah, he is. He's at 35, actually. We have to see if he gets the title. I don't know. Maybe that could happen. I'm just saying, who can Crawford fight for the star build? Bob Arum could get starved out here. Who's Crawford gonna fight? You just seen every top welterweight. Danny got to fight. Adrian Granado's got to fight. Keith Thurman got to fight. Josecito Lopez got to fight. Errol Spence got to fight. Mikey Garcia got to fight. Who else was there? Sean Porter got to fight. Ugas got to fight. That's fucking everybody at welterweight got to fight. You know, and then Brandon Rios is fighting on DAZN this weekend. Kell Brooks chasing Amir Khan. I wouldn't mind Kell Brook versus Terrence Crawford. But it looks like Kell Brook's targeting Amir Khan. You know, Amir Khan versus Terrence Crawford, I think it would have been better like years ago. Not really coming off the Samuel Vargas fight. You know, Pacquiao's fighting Broner. I mean, who could Crawford realistically fight for March or April? Who can he fight? Broner's tied up. Pacquiao, Keith, Errol. You know, slim pickings. Algieri already has a fight coming up. And it's a comeback fight. And Algieri said he's moving back down to 140. So that's not going to work. Jesse Vargas just turned down a fight to become Errol Spence's mandatory for whatever reason. And he's coming off a draw. And Terrence Crawford already beat Thomas Delorme. And he's on DAZN. So that's still not an in-house fight. Who's he going to fight? Regis Prograis is in a tournament. So he's not going to move up right now. He's in the tournament at 140. Josh Taylor in a tournament at 140. Berto, but that still involves cross promotion. John Molina got a fight. Oh, that's another fight. I haven't talked about that. I actually fuck with that fight. John Molina is fighting Omar Figueroa Jr. I like that. They both bring a war, you know. See, if people try to figure me out in boxing, you'll always fail because I'm like Bruce Lee. Be like water. You see, you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You see, water can crash and water can burst. Be water, my friend. You know, I don't have one style. I like wars. I like sweet sign. I appreciate the whole thing. I like a good mixture. You be like water. You see, you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. I'm like water. Someone said LOL Crawford versus Mean Machine. That's like literally the only one. But see, they haven't done a good job of building Mean Machine up to the masses. They should have been building. Lipinets is already fighting. You guys got to watch it. Lipinets is fighting Lamont Peterson. Y'all got to watch it. I just did a PBC breakdown video. You see, you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. Now I say... Everybody is tied up. That's what it is. Danny Garcia's fights in April. That would have been good. Crawford versus Danny Garcia, but he fighting in April. Who's Crawford going to fight in the first 4 or 5 months of the year? You know, maybe Berto. Who knows? Devin Alexander? I don't know. But either way, that involves Al Heyman. That's why I said all roads lead to Al Heyman at that welterweight division. Oh, James Souza, it's all good. I didn't know. I may have misread you. See, that's what I'm saying. And see, this is what people don't understand. Like the dude earlier said that Spence is ducking. This is a strategy. Like, okay, I can use this YouTube shit, right? This YouTube shit is like Battleship. I'm not in it to help another channel do better than me. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, if it's someone I'm cool with that I collaborate, that's cool. That's, you know, that's all love. Boom. But in general, like people I have no allegiance to, I don't know, I'm not in it to make their job easier or to help them catch up. I'm out here working on my brand, trying to take my channel to the next level. So, you know, I don't focus on what other people are doing. But when you look at the Crawford situation, who can, you know, who can Top Rank build Crawford's star power? Jose Benavidez too? People are already making up fucking excuses saying he was handicapped. So who wants to see a second fight? Even if they keep going back and forth. It's not big business like that. If people after the first fight said, after the bullet wound, you know, that Benavidez was handicapped, then why would, you know, why would a second fight have a different? He already knocked him out too. So I really was thinking, I don't know who Crawford could fight. Yeah, you a casual. You Benny Santana, you've been saying casual shit all day. Jose versus Crawford bare knuckle. These dudes is so desperate. That motherfucker said bare knuckle. Bro, I'm done. Y'all desperate. The motherfucker said bare knuckle. And the funny thing is, bare knuckle, if I held a knockout win over somebody, then they should be more worried about the bare knuckle than anybody, because you got knocked out with gloves. So imagine bare knuckle. That just sounds stupid. Bro, it's a joke because the way, bro, nah, I think you really want that shit because you've been putting casual shit all day. Anyway, I just don't know. Like I said, I love Crawford. I think he's a phenomenal talent. But without working with another promotion, he's kind of tapped. He's kind of tapped unless he could get that fight. And see, this is the thing. The way Bob Arum kind of does his business is he don't care. He don't care. He'll say what he feels and stuff like that. If you know Al Heyman has all the keys to welterweight, you keep calling him fake and not a real person and cancer of boxing, I don't see how that brings you any closer to making the fight. And you actually need him. Do you see? You see how that sounds kind of weird? Like, let's say I was the only person with the Errol Spence footage or something, and you desperately needed that to complete something you were doing. And you talking shit to me and then asking me if you can use my footage. How do you think that's gonna work? Either, oh, here you go, yeah. Even though you're calling me names, here's the footage. You know, so I don't really see how that's gonna pan out. So more than likely I see, you know, Crawford being in fights that don't help unless he can get one of these, you know, fights with another promotion or something. I don't really see him being in a fight that is going to catapult his success more so than what he's already done. Unless you can tell me the in-house fight he could fight. Bring Bradley out of retirement. And they already said they wouldn't fight each other. Ruslan Provodnikov is retired. I really don't know. I literally cannot think of anyone with Top Rank. Mike Alvarado. Is that what y'all want? Mike Alvarado. I don't know. I really can't think. I'm on Top Rank's website. They used to have a spot for their fighters. I don't even see it anymore. I don't know. I don't even know. And the worst part about it is everybody knows Crawford's good. So for it to be kind of sellable at this point, since he's proven who he is as a fighter, it has to be some level of a perceived threat. Like Jeff Horn at the time and Benavidez, they were a perceived threat to some degree. So how are you going to do that when we keep seeing him demolish guys? You know, if he fights like Thomas Delorme and he's already knocked out Delorme. So that's not going to be enough of a perceived threat. Oh, toprank.com/fighter. Oh, okay. Let me go to it. I still don't see. They used to have it by weight category. I don't see that. I'm on the page. I don't know. I mean, can y'all think of anybody? Ego, I'm from the Philippines. Shout out to the Philippines. Appreciate you. What time is it in the Philippines? Scroll to the right. Oh. I can't. There's no right. I mean, you guys let me know. Can you think of anybody else he could fight? Yeah, but they used to have it organized by your actual weight class. Now they just have it in alphabetical order. See, that's what I'm saying. None of these guys are. Yeah, they don't even have it in weight class anymore. I'm not seeing no names that are in his weight, dude. Jose Ramirez, but he's at 140. So, Michaela Mayer, are they going to fight? You know, you're going to fight a girl. Ryota Murata, him and Golovkin could have a tag team match on Ryota. I don't see no names that ring a bell for 147. Andrew Ruiz Jr., Bryant Jennings. I don't know. I don't know who Crawford could fight without joining somebody else's promotion. You guys let me know. What the contender? What weight is he at? The guy that just won the contender, Brandon Adams. He could fight. He could fight the contender. What weight is Brandon Adams at? Damn, Benny must have got annoying to one of my shooters. He said this channel sensitive as fuck. I'm sensitive, but you the one out here crying. Anyway, I'm out. Shout out to y'all. We got a lot of stuff that cracking with the channel. So he's at 160. Oh shit. Hey, I tried. Stay tuned. A lot coming. We working. Holla.